conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him. But there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Oh, better look. Maybe a crease. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from them.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On the run, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
To the air, it's Russell. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive. Now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already? Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
There's some room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Hill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Russell from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have it for the 3rd time and still looking for their initial first down of the game. Throwing, say it. Touchdown, Bama! The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Say it. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Motion from the wideout. give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Snags it, and there's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! Gets it into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there.
They'll try to get him on the fake. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Using his legs, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Across the 45. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Russell. He'll pull it down. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The inside handoff. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quarterback may change this route. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Sayin. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Keelan Russell rushes on him.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long. Lost one deep down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Russell from the gun on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the returner is stopped. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our wraparound with ECU taking on the number 16 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Pirates, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in and social media.
He's got it! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is home.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Saying. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The toss sweep to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. Might be looking to run. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to run for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Mace. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Hill. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stat. That was incredible.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Under fire. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Russell. Throwing right. Can't make the quick catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Fakes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Under fire. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He wants to change this route. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Again, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun on third down, say it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Keelan Russell. They've got the screen set up. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Russell.
It's always interesting.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeye! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Got a little grass. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jess.
And it's a pick in the end zone. All the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Right down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.